Okay, so have you ever scrolled through those streaming recommendations and thought, am I really that desperate for something to watch?
Happens to the best of us, right?
Right. This week's pick definitely had me wondering. Bad Monkey. It's on Apple TV Plus. Vince Vaughn. Florida Keys. Oh, and a severed arm, just for good measure.
Sounds like they're going for a crime comedy, maybe, with a little bit of sunshine thrown in.
A little bit, yeah. But get this, everyone's raving about the setting, like the Florida Keys and the Bahamas are practically characters themselves.
More than just a pretty backdrop, huh?
Way more.
Yeah, I was seeing that in the reviews. It's that thing where the setting isn't just window dressing, it like seeps into everything. The characters, the humor, it all clicks because of those laid back but kind of wild vibes you get from the Keys and the Bahamas.
Like that extra seasoning, makes all the difference. And speaking of seasoning, we've got Vince Vaughn doing his whole Vince Vaughn thing again.
Back in his element. Yeah, the critics seem to eat that up. That classic Vaughn wit is apparently out in full force.
Which, I gotta say, I am here for it. So what's he playing? A beach bum turned detective.
Even better. He's a former detective turned, get this, a health inspector.
Stop. That is perfect. I'm already picturing the shenanigans.
Oh, there are definitely shenanigans. But it's not just the Vaughn show. Jodie Turner-Smith and Meredith Hagner also got a lot of shout-outs for their performances.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
So we've got the location, we've got the laughs, but what about the mystery part of this crime comedy?
Right, gotta have a good mystery. Intricate is the word that kept popping up in the reviews. They're not just going for one straightforward storyline here. Multiple plots, twists and turns, the whole shebang.
Ooh, I do love a good twist. But there's always a but, isn't there?
There often is. In this case, the but is the pacing. While most people have found the storylines interesting, some reviewers felt like they got a little too much attention, Like they were side dishes trying to steal the show.
Interesting. So maybe not the best choice for people who need constant action and suspense.
Probably not. If you like your mysteries with a little more breathing room, though, might be right up your alley.
Makes sense. I can totally see how that could be divisive.
Totally. And it's a similar story with the humor. Most people dug it, but a few reviewers found it a bit repetitive.
Ah, see, that tracks with what I know about Vince Vaughn's comedic style. He's got those lines that just land every time, but they might get old if they're overused.
It's a delicate balance for sure.
Totally. So we've talked about the setting, the humor, the mystery, but there's one big thing we haven't addressed yet. The whole comedy mixed with dark themes thing.
Yeah, that's tricky. You're walking a tonal tightrope with that kind of approach. Didn't work.
Exactly. Did they stick the landing?
Well, the reviews were all over the place on this one. Some viewers loved the juxtaposition of the lighthearted humor against the backdrop of, crime and intrigue. They said it made for a really unique and engaging watch.
Interesting. I could see that working. So what about the other side?
The other side felt like it was just too jarring. They thought it took away from both the comedy and the suspense.
Yeah, I can see how that could happen. It's a risky move for sure.
It is. It's like that dish that everyone raves about, but it has a really strong, unique flavor. Some people are going to love it, but others are going to be like, nope, not for me.
So, bottom line, should we be adding Bad Monkey to our watch lists?
If you're a fan of Vince Vaughn's particular brand of humor and you're down for a mystery that takes its time and you're not afraid of a little tonal whiplash, then absolutely give it a shot.
Sounds like a specific vibe. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, before we wrap up, here's something I was thinking about while we were talking. Everyone's focused on the show being funny or suspenseful, but what about the characters themselves? Do these reviews make you think they're more than just punchlines or plot devices? Do they have any real depth? Something to consider before you hit play.